Welcome to the final episode of Elena de Montpellier. 11 Rue Gustave, my safe space, the place I called home for 9 months. So many memories live here. From the very first day, I was so excited I filmed everything. All the fit checks happened here. And today, I'm finally giving you an in-depth house tour. We'll start with my bed, the purple futon that I eventually expanded. I loved the lower level as it let in so much light. Most of my days were spent right here, editing, researching, planning my next big idea. Now there is an upstairs, but don't be fooled, no roommate. It's actually a second bed, which is why the bottom floor became my guest space. The ceiling upstairs is a little low, perfect for shorter girls like me. I really loved this little box of a room. Evenings were slow and comforting. Assignments, editing, quiet downtime. Next, the terrace. Bright mornings, nature right in the yard, birds chirping in the background. I loved sitting here with my morning tea, preparing for the day ahead. This place was also where I really fell in love with cooking. It became therapeutic. Classes were never too heavy, so I'd play music and put on videos like this one. Even laundry holds memories now, especially this one, my last load ever. I can't stop talking about how peaceful this place was. Countless makeup looks in the bathroom, hundreds of video mock-ups in the living room, so many steady breaks taken outside. Everything felt like deja vu, especially this hairstyle, which somehow defined the first half of my exchange. Today, we relive that feeling one last time with a stroll through the city. The morning light, the sounds of the tram. For the first time in months, my lens shifts back to that of a tourist. Everything feels new again. I revisited some of Montpellier's most iconic landmarks. Cathédrale Saint-Pierre, l'Aqueduc des Arceaux, Place de Pérou, Arc de Triomphe, et ce bâtiment qui ressemble au Panthéon, Palais de Justice. I wandered through quiet streets, noticing patterns, colors, art, a newfound appreciation for the architecture. The city felt calmer this time, almost like the universe gently reminded me that my journey was slowly coming to an end. On my way back to Place de la Comédie, I stumbled upon Église Saint-Roch. And unexpectedly, a filming production at the Chambre de Commerce et l'Industrie des Héros. Montpellier's next big thing? We'll soon find out. And strangely enough, witnessing this in my final days felt symbolic. Like my own life right now, I'm living a movie, and at some point, it has to end. Back at Comédie, the weather couldn't be more perfect. Here I am, romanticizing la vie, standing by Les Trois Grâces, the very place where this journey began. Even watching the trams glide by, with all their colors, felt special. To be honest, when I first got accepted into Montpellier, I never imagined that the south of France could look like this. It's breathtaking. No wonder it's becoming such a popular choice for students. Funny how it's only when you're about to leave that you realize you explored so many surrounding countries, yet never fully experienced the city itself. So I rode every tram to the very end of its line, starting with the peaceful neighborhoods of Juvignac. All the way to the mountain range views of Jacou. Sitting inside the tram felt different, noticing the interior, the colors, and the stories that each ride carried. The baguettes runs after class, the bright days, the long walks, the shifting seasons, the quiet streets, catching trains at Gare Saint-Roch to nearby cities, and the sunsets with friends I'll never forget. As night falls, the city comes alive again. Even the tram speaks to me with its flickering lights, remnants of stories of Erasmus life, Café Panacée, wine tasting, countless house parties, hundreds of nights out. Clubbing nights were always fun, a break from student life. Here are some of our favorite spots. Erasmus Life Montpellier gave us countless memories. Here we have Les Trois Singes beer pong tournaments every Monday, karaoke nights at Louis Blanc on Wednesdays, and traveling to further destinations, like this beach club, La Voile Bleue. Plus Masquiem, where we had our Erasmus prom. Night swims, day swims, savoring our last few days in true Montpellier fashion. Night falls again, and I reminisce about the random pop-up events. Then the comforting rides home immediately after. Though I never show it, Montpellier has rainy days too. But the sun always returns, sometimes even with a rainbow. My final week, collecting souvenirs from the place I now call my second home. Avant même que je me rende compte, ces promenades de comédie sont devenues des mémoires. Back home again. As I packed my last few things, I realized just how lucky I was to study in France, to live in Montpellier, and to meet people I'll be bonded with for life. Here's to new beginnings back in Ottawa. And who knows, maybe this isn't goodbye. Maybe it's just the end of season 1.
Alinem from Ottawa. She's a social media star. What's your message to your million audience?
I don't have a million audience yet. But honestly, guys, life is short. Take risks, take chances, chase after opportunities. We all have big dreams. You know, money comes and goes, but you won't get these experiences again.